Good Good morning, traders. Let's go. Welcome up to the live stream. That bell is about to ring in the stock market here. Let's go. Let's get our book map going today. Oh, we're not going to hear the bell today because my Thinkorswim closed on me. Oh, man. That's too bad. I love hearing the bell. Don't you guys love hearing that? Man, I love it. But what's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning so far. Let's go. Let's go. We go to all stocks here. Bam. Load up those. So, from last night, what happened this morning? The SPY ran up. It hit $507, rejecting right back down. That is a major, major level over the past few days. I guess we could say the past week. There's been a ton of bounces using that as support, and then obviously now that is acting as solid, and I mean super solid resistance. Even this morning again, it opened up right around there. Bam. Just sold all the way off to 504.50. Now I'm really watching 504.50 and 503.50 as the next major supports. I'm circling right here where these big hits were at 503.50. I really think that SPY could end up bouncing up off of this level. It's a big spot. So if SPY does start to run down today, keep that in mind that once it breaks 504.50, there's another support sitting right there waiting. So just keep that in mind. I know that it might not necessarily come into play, but if it does, we will be ready for it. So what's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning. Let's go. Mason, Crash, Christian, Sean, Jason, Amber. Let's go. Xbox. Appreciate you guys. Very curious what Beyond does. Yeah, me too. BYND into open, kind of slowly but surely selling off right now. Reminds me of Zoom in a way. Zoom's ended up selling off at open yesterday, but, you know, they're holding up okay. They're still well above where they were before the earnings happened, and I think that that's going to be the case with Beyond. I don't necessarily think it's going to run up to like 1550 or higher. If it does, that would be awesome, but thoughts on Amazon for sure. Xbox. Let's see. AMZN. Starting to uptrend here today at open. Not too bad of a move, really. Nothing too crazy right now. Let's bring up our watch list on the left side just so we can see. Beyond's up 58%. That's funny. It's funny. It was up even more yesterday. Viking, VKNG, or VKTX, I mean. Viking Therapeutics continuing its run. Oh, yeah, we're going to be watching Viking this morning for sure. Got to look at NVO as well. But VKTX had that crazy news yesterday with the weight loss drug. They had good data surrounding it. So looking good there, VKTX. I noticed Coinbase at the top of the watch list too. Is BTC moving again? Yes, it is. Up to 60K now. Wow, that's pretty cool. Lowe's must have had decent earnings. Yeah, they're kind of continuing off of those earnings yesterday. Hey, Oscar. Thanks for being here. Owen says APLT. Applied Therapeutics. I haven't looked at this one in a long time. Go out to the daily. Wow, it's really popping. Up to $8. What's up with this one? Is it following VKTX or something? Or did they have their own weight loss stuff? I find that one to be interesting. Looks like there were sell orders at 173 on Amazon, but nothing yet. Let's look at that. Yeah, there definitely was. It broke up through it. 173.50 at the top. Wow. Quite a few shares stacked, but 172 down there at the bottom is definitely the more major level. I like it. Mason's got us with the bell. That's awesome. That's the name of my haircut place, Chop Shop. That's awesome. Chop Shop. That's pretty cool. I remember going to the Chop Shop on Grand Theft Auto all the time. All right, here we go, though. VKTX up to 95, having a decent break here at open. Let's go. I'm sure a few people are looking to play this one. Gonna have a lot of crazy volatility here. Damn, VKTX. Looking like it's continuing. Go over to Beyond. It's actually selling off a little bit, down to $11. Now let's go look at that SPY. I'm really looking at SPY to end up breaking the support around 504.50. That's going to be the big level I wait for today. Hopefully we don't just chop around and go flat, though, within this range between 507 and 504. That would be kind of annoying today. Man, Viking getting some good movement coming in. PANW actually going lower on Nancy. Uh-oh. She's going to get mad at us. Oh, man. Not Nancy.
How dare you?
Oh, man. Greta's mad again. Sorry, Greta. Hey, Zach said VKTX making them rich today. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're catching that. It's a crazy move. Too crazy for me. I wouldn't touch this one, but hey, more power to you. Glad to hear it's doing well. I hope GTA 6, your hair grows or something. That'd be kind of cool, man. It'd be funny if, like, a lady's arms hair got real long, too, Mason. That would be... like, they had to do that, too. That would be funny. Talking about GTA 6, TTWO. I have not checked in on this one in a while. Has it been downtrending? Yeah, it's been downtrending pretty well. Maybe providing a good buying opportunity here ahead of GTA 6. It'd be cool if it would dip just a little lower, like back down to like this 130-ish area. Would just be that much more enticing down there, but it's almost down to support. I see pretty key support coming up around like 145. TTWO. I'm really eyeing this one up for shares as GTA 6 approaches. I wanted to buy in up here. I'm glad I didn't. Glad I waited. Hey, what's up, Darth? I do see this message. Yes, sir. Haha, yeah, for real, Mason. I kind of wish the Dodgers didn't get Shohei. I don't know. I really don't like that whenever I'm looking at, like, the Dodgers and just baseball in general, I don't like that they are starting to extend these contracts for so long. Like, I think it's just kind of silly that they can, like, they don't gotta pay him for, like, 10 years or something. You know, it's kind of nuts. Really. Like, it's not terrible. I don't know. Other teams could do it, but it just seems like, I don't know. It seems like it's getting a little out of hand. Like, they need to, like, make some rules to, like, if you can't pay him now, you shouldn't be getting him, I think. I don't know. I think it would make the game a little more fair, but... QQQ going all over the place right now. It chopped lower this morning, was looking for support to give out. Keep watching it, though. It still could. SPY trying to come back here. How's Tesla and the big players doing? Tesla's actually going green, so moving up well into resistance. I like to see that. Amazon doesn't look too bad either. Nice green candles coming in here. Let's go check out Apple and Microsoft. And Apple's just down a little bit. Microsoft is up, but came back down. Are they green? I guess they're red now. Yeah, they are technically red. Okay. Google dropping, Jason said. Yeah, Google's looking good, actually, as support's giving out. Google has been pretty weak lately. Mike talked about this one last night. There was a big support down there around 137. Starting to break down. Looks pretty awesome. Let's hope it's not a fake out under support, but the break's looking pretty good. My next area I have is around 136.30. Yeah, if you were removed from the Discord, it's probably because you were being toxic in some type of way, so that's probably what was going on. Getting rid of the toxicity out of there. Don't worry, guys. These people have warnings, too, and then they just, you know, continue to do stuff, so. Yeah, muted from the live earlier. I don't think he was muted earlier. I don't know what was going on, but I don't know who that was, but yeah. I randomly... What are you saying, Owen? I randomly bought... Oh, APLT. I see. I see. Man, I'm glad you did. It's going up well. He YOLO'd 10 bucks on it. Oh, man. Be careful, Owen. It is only 10 bucks, though, I guess, but... Yeah, definitely not, Angel. Definitely not. Don't worry. You guys are safe. You guys are safe. Man, huge support on Boeing still at $200. It just will not give out, will it? Look at all those bounces over the past few days. It just continues to hold there. I know that's a major, major spot. We can go look at that on Bookmap. You can see all those shares down there stacked up. It's only 13,000, but on Boeing, that's quite a bit. Taylor said, what it do, Tom? What's up, Taylor? What is going on? The big thing today, SPY support. Just being patient. Right now, there's not really too much on the radar. There is some stocks going on the watch list, like Coinbase has been pretty hot today. FSLR. Popping up this morning. I even noticed the oil stocks are starting to come up. ZOM, Oxy. Very nice on the oil stocks. Actually, Oxy has major resistance it's starting to break. Look at that. That's a big level here. If we do get a true breakout, this could be a fun play. I'm liking the oil stocks. Really? Vikings about to hit 100? No way. Oh my gosh, it is. Continue to go. That'd be pretty cool if it could break 100. Let's look at that on Bookmap. I'm curious. There's got to be sellers at 100, right? It hasn't touched there yet, so maybe it'll pull up fast. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. 60,000 stacked. It's probably not a ton here today, but Oh, yeah, Angel. We've been waiting for it to break this resistance, and it finally did on Oxy. Or it's starting to, anyways. Thought it would break a couple days ago, but still watching for it to break. Just consolidated a little bit. I thought that was pretty cool yesterday how Apple canceled their car project. I don't know if you guys like that or dislike it. I know Christian likes it, but yeah, I'm really glad that they stopped this. I feel like that would be really hard for them to do and just cause a lot of bullshit. So hopefully they stick to what they're good with. Do Palantir puts make more sense now, Tom? Little overbought around 24.80. Yeah, I do like it here. I do like it. There's resistance right at this 24.80 mark. I like it because you can put a stop loss right above there. Have a decent risk reward. It's still not my favorite setup, though, in the grand scheme of things. It's up quite a bit the past few days, but as it gets into this area, it's going to be a big spot of resistance. Somewhere between this circle. You know, there's been multiple rejections here. I would assume that there's a little bit more volatility before it just goes blasting up through resistance. So I'm actually with the Xbox. I like the puts, but at the end of the day, it's just not my favorite setup right now. I feel like it's kind of chasing lately. Thing I want to see is like that low of this morning give out and then catch like a run back down to $24. I think that could be a fun opportunity there. Back down to this lower part of the range. Palantir's just been so strong. Yeah, definitely Xbox. Oh my god. Good news for both Tesla and Apple, Taylor said. Yeah, that's good for Tesla, I guess, isn't it? I didn't think about that. I guess it is good for Tesla. It probably would have been a long time before they even started coming out, but definitely good news. Got MicroStrategy, Christian said. Dip at the 940. Or 940s. Come on, MSTR. This has been a hot one. What happened to them in pre-market today? Oh my gosh. I gotta look up some news on this one. What happened? Benchmark predicts MicroStrategy 990 at the high. Okay. Foresees Bitcoin rally to 125K. That would be one hell of a run for Bitcoin. I hope it happens. That would make for some awesome trades. Oxy continuing to look pretty good today. Starting to chop around a little bit up here at the top, but slowly but surely still rising. If it starts to dip, watch for like $60.90 as support. If it does dip, it'd be nice if it held this level without getting too low. We only want to see really minor pullbacks on a nice run like that. We don't want to see like a trend change. FSLR. How's end phase? If FSLR is doing good, not really the best on end phase. SQ is not looking bad. They're starting to pop up following their earnings from last week. They did well and then consolidated. Now they're starting to come back. Like the setup here. Look at that intraday movement. Starting to run up quite a bit. Ticker symbol SQ. Those banks are looking wild. Bank of America doing great again with Wells Fargo. I'm sure JPM's coming along too. Yep. Goldman. Ooh, Goldman's trying to get green, but they paid out a dividend, so that's okay. No wonder they dropped a little bit. Today was the EX date anyways. Check in on the MJ, doing nothing, of course. All right, got to bring up the SM bot here. For sure, Margaret. I can definitely do that. NVDA. Pretty volatile over the past few days. I'm honestly looking at NVIDIA for a breakdown in the short term. I think a good breakdown trade will be the way to go here. You can see all that consolidation on the chart. Stock has just been like stuck here. But it's starting to sell off. It's looking pretty weak. I like the way it looks to the downside. AMD starting to look pretty good too. Also to the downside. This is pretty big here. Go to NVIDIA. Starting to sell back off. Wow. Yeah, these tech stocks are looking pretty good down. Not all of them, but NVIDIA and AMD looking good. Apple's even selling off hard. Damn, Apple. Excuse me, I had to get a quick drink. Gotta hydrate, you know? While we wait, we hydrate. You guys know that? The, what's his name? Two-step cracker or something like that? He like makes crawfish boils and puts them on crackers. He always talks about the hydrate. Yeah, Jason, he is pretty nuts, isn't he? I don't know why. When I think of hydrate, I think of that. All right, back to NVIDIA and AMD. Really, those two are the fun ones that I've been seeing so far today. Let's bring up the 4-chart setup and throw them on there. Tesla on the bottom left chart starting to go red. We're going to take Meta off and throw AMD on. We got NVIDIA and AMD on the right side. Man, Tesla looks pretty brutal now too, doesn't it? Really turned around. It started going green. It opened, was one of the few stocks going green. Literally hit right off the 202 resistance and bam, right back down. Tessie turning over. Turning over hard. There's pretty big support around 198. 198.25. Oh, wow. Yeah, watch for that breakdown. Do you think we could have a big pullback soon with the SPY in the next week or two? I actually do, Owen. I've been sitting here kind of waiting for this to happen over the past week. Especially once we started seeing that 507 support give out. I've been pretty bearish. I haven't been loving a lot of the bullish opportunities out there. Of course, there's always going to be bullish opportunities in some spots of the market. Like, let's say Bitcoin stocks or crypto or, like, let's say banks on any given day. Or, you know, something along those lines. Maybe Nvidia or the stocks that follow chips. But at the end of the day, the SPY's been looking pretty weak. Been looking pretty weak here. It's been slowly but surely chopping down. It hasn't really given us like a huge indication though that like a big trend change is happening yet. But it definitely is starting to consolidate here at the top. So the SPY's been slowly but surely stair-stepping up over the past few months. I know I have way too many lines on here, but whenever I zoom in, they look pretty good. But we're really looking at this portion of the SPY that I'm circling here, and we're really seeing, is this going to be another stair step? Or is it truly going to break, right? And I think we're going to know that soon based off this big green candle and that support around 504, 504.50. That's a big spot. If that starts to give out, we could see, I think, more selling pressure short term, but we got to see this area give out. Looks like a lot of weakness, though, across the board, so I could see that pushing it lower today. Still can't believe Apple's selling off like it is. Google got pretty well under support today. Got down to 136. Yeah, I agree, Lynn. I agree. Smart move by Apple there. Yeah, Xbox, Google looking good. Justin's interested in Netflix puts if we see more downside across the market. I actually like that play. I think Netflix puts could be awesome if we do see more downside across the market. This stock's getting pretty overextended. We go out to the daily. It's been recovering up very well this year, getting pretty high. This is one that I would also look at for a pretty good pullback if we do see that market turn over. I think I like the setup on like AMD and Nvidia a little bit more to the downside, but Netflix would be a good player for it too. In reality, if the SPY really runs down like that, we'll probably see like Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Google, Netflix, Amazon. We'll probably see them all start to dip. Xbox said SoFi. Yeah, they're just sitting here. Good move yesterday, though, up around resistance at like 915. Would like to see a breakout of that. SoFi is a stock that it'll do whatever the hell it wants. Obviously, the market does play a role, but it only has moderate correlation, so that's good. Yeah, let's go, SoFi. Very nice. Yeah, definitely, Justin. Let's go look at AMD again. The big thing here in the short term, there's this big support at like 174.50, 175. If we start to get under 174, that's really the area I'm looking at for AMD to the downside. I really want to identify this lower range starting to dip down right here. There's been a lot of moves back up off of this level lately, so be a little wary. Definitely make it break at this point. On Nvidia, it's a similar setup whenever we zoom out on like a 5-minute chart. Kind of similar. Again, right around key support, except they're actually a little bit lower. So I would look for them to break like 772. Once that happens, I think that's where we could see more of a sell-off happen today. That low of pre-market's right at 770 even. So be a little bit aware of that level too. But I would say given the weakness across the board here, that could break, especially if SPY breaks support. Come on, SPY. Let's get under 504.50 here. Have a nice little pullback. If SPY was up around recent highs, like let's say it was up around like 509, 510, I would say let's go for breakout. Let's look at a breakout play, but I don't know, very flat and weak today. MSTR dip sold so early. Sold at 51.73, now got in at 36.50. Beautiful MicroStrategy. Look at that. They had that good move pre-market continuing now. Great shit, Christian. Wow, MSTR. Find those hot stocks, man. Keep it going. That's awesome. That is awesome there. Let's check in on Meta here. Meta's a tough one. Rejecting at resistance, but still looks pretty good so far today. I would say out of all the Mag 7 stocks, this one's one of the better setups. It's too bad Apple's giving back a lot of those gains. Honestly, I would have preferred that with that news yesterday, they would have kept going. Yeah, so AMD's sitting literally like right there right now. 174 is the big spot I'm looking at here short term. It's been bouncing around 174.50, but that low of day today is right around 174.15. So I'm really just looking at 174 here, but it's getting close and it's starting to like slide off in a way. I like this setup. The slide off starting to happen. Oh man, Mason's gonna be happy. Yamamoto's pitching today. Come on, AMD. Let's get a true breakdown going here. No bullshit. One thing with AMD, once support starts giving out, you're gonna really want to have a good entry there. Because the next support, right around 172.50 down there, that low from yesterday, you're gonna want to catch something where you enter like here, maybe exit somewhere around this area on the first exit. Maybe you could hold for a little bit longer, but I would like that setup there. Looks pretty good. Hell yeah, Mason. Yamamoto. We got Lux playing again. Chris Taylor batting leadoff. I like it. That guy's so clutch for them. Hey, Muncie. There we go. Xbox said Mara. Hey, it started coming back. How's Coinbase? Trying to come back a little too. Man, I think AMD's priming. I don't usually say this, but it's kind of tempting to even front run the puts on this one. It's looking so good to me. It's almost tempting, but, you know, stick with the strat. SPY still chopping around the range it opened at. Not doing anything again. Very slow, kind of like yesterday. Yesterday was pretty slow on the SPY too. It had a good move right at open and just chopped all around until lunchtime and started coming back, but obviously that was short-lived into this morning. Can you explain why you find it tempting? Yeah, definitely. One of the things I'm seeing today is just AMD has a lot of weakness. Whenever I've stared at price action as much as I have, usually this type of setup slash pattern that's going on right here on the chart has resulted in some pretty bearish moves. It's sliding off, and one thing I like about it is it's continuing to have lower candles and lower wicks, which is a good sign. We're not seeing the type of price action that would necessarily be bullish price action, which would be something where like you get a little higher, maybe dip down, maybe slightly higher, dip down. It's not that case. It's constantly bouncing lower and lower and just sliding off towards that low of day, getting very close to support. With the weakness that's going on across the market, it just also makes it tempting because SPY's down today, and it just looks very, very weak here on the chart. So that might be a very subjective thing that I'm saying there, but really, whenever you've stared at charts for years, you'll see that these patterns start to play out a little bit better. And talking of AMD, it's actually getting very, very close now to that major support. But the big thing, and the reason why I say stick with the plan, is because that support could always hold. But here we go. We're almost to 174, about to break. Looking pretty good. Just keep it up with that downwards price action. Still pushing the low of day. Like that quite a bit. Let's go to a day AMD was rising so I can kind of show you the opposite end of the spectrum on price action here. All right, so here's a day where, you know, AMD, right? Like, I'm sure a lot of people would have been looking right here for like a nice breakdown, right? Because AMD was getting pretty low. They might be looking for some puts there. But at the end of the day, see how it was much higher on the day? It was still moving down into supports, which was pretty big. It overall was on a good upwards trajectory. And then, you know, we saw that happen. It continued to stair step. And then this is where we're seeing that constant pressure to the upside. Whereas right now we're seeing that constant pressure to the downside. And that's why I am looking at it in that way. Kind of just watching the price action on it. There we go, though. Decent candle already. 173.80 now. Looking pretty good. The front run would have been the play there, honestly. Oh, yeah. Starting to flush. Let me get Tesla book map for Andrew here real quick. Here we go, though. Decent little pop down, 173.60. Nothing major yet, but that's the thing where, like, whenever you're talking about scalps, that type of move might be something that isn't too large, right? We need to see a little bit more of a move there unless you're getting in and out super, super quick. So now as this rises, we're going to need to watch this area now, 174.50 as resistance very closely. It might pop slightly above there too, because I see a lot of hits here around like 174.80. That was a good break of the low of day, but like I said, very hard to play that. Come on, let's get a secondary rejection. Switch over to NVIDIA. What are they looking like on this? They're actually still sitting here holding. They didn't even start to break support, so interesting. Maybe they will, though, soon. We'll see. QQQ started coming back a little bit. SPY going green again. Okay. Might be tough on AMD if SPY really does start breaking back out. AMD has pretty strong correlation to SPY. And that's the big thing with these trades is that a lot of times, like as these supports give out, like 3 solid red candles is actually pretty decent. You know, if you guys could learn to catch those types of moves really quickly like that, that's really the way to go. You don't really want to like hold and hope that it has like a catastrophic move, which it definitely could, but those don't happen all the time. Normally quicker plays will be more consistent. All right, SPY into the high of pre-market. So the market's starting to turn back around. What is pushing the market back, really? Apple's starting to turn back around strongly. That's definitely something that is in play. Amazon as well. Microsoft's coming up off of lows, so AMD's still sitting at resistance, but man. Hopefully SPY rejects here and starts falling back. I could see that. Wouldn't be surprised if it did. I think it would surprise me quite a bit if SPY was able to get back and break 507 today. That would be pretty surprising to me given the price action this morning. If we really did get a break of 507. Hitting resistance again. Let's look at the SM bot real quick. What we got? Market's starting to turn back around. ARM puts are out on the bot. Really? ARM. Down 4.17% on the day. Zoom calls. Now that one sounds enticing on the bot. Disney calls on the bot too. Up to 110.28. Okay, Disney. Nice. Look at the daily. They're coming back pretty strong. Couple green candles there. Not bad on Disney. Zom and Oxy still looking pretty good. On the oil side of things. Tesla stole all the market volume. It probably did. Look at that turnaround there. 201.78. Man, SPY might start breaking. Yeah, here we go. Getting slightly above pre-market resistance here. By a couple cents. AMD's still rejecting at this resistance, but man, it's getting close to trying to break it. There's a nice gap to the downside on Netflix under 550. Let me scroll back. 550. I got to go to an hourly to see that. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, it is a pretty good gap. It'd be nice to fill it. I could see Netflix pulling back for a couple days. It might not be a ton, but at least for a couple days, I could see it. Maybe back to like 582 or 580. Hey, 25 likes today, and I didn't even ask. Let's go. Appreciate that. Today. There we go. AMD holding resistance. We'll see. SPY starting to reject a little bit at that double top, so It'd be really nice now if SPY would hold this double top and start to really break down. That would be sick. Let's hear like some night vision goggles go up on this song. There we go. SPY rejecting. That's a good sign. That's a great sign. Come on, AMD. Keep it up. Let's go for that secondary flush. That's a perfect rejection off that resistance. Glad to see SPY rejecting too. That's a good sign. Great sign, actually. If it doesn't, it's going to ruin the play. So just be aware of that. Man, Boeing coming up well off $200 now today. Man, look at that. Not bad. Dang, that's getting pretty good intraday for Boeing. What's going on? I mean, the percentage isn't crazy, but man, the green candles are. Wow. 203.64. Was there news here? I'm looking it up. Let's see. I'm not seeing any on Thinkorswim. There could be some somewhere out there, though. It looks like AMD is going to come back above resistance slightly. That could be negative here if SPY really does start breaking high of day. We need to see SPY really start to flush back here for AMD to stay in play. Same thing on QQQ. How's Tesla and the bigger players looking? TSLA 20222. Sounds like those stupid commercials. Call 222-2222. Spacely ran Penn this morning. PENN. Hey, what's up, Melanie and Joe? Appreciate you guys. Penn's pretty awesome, isn't it, Spacely? Up 85% on the calls. Nice one. Yeah, Penn Gaming has been pretty hot the past couple days. We go to the daily. They've been down a lot lately, but starting to come up well off this lower support. Like to see it. Glad to see that. There we go. SPY starting to get a little more red coming in. That'd be nice here. Stop giving out my number. Yeah, he is an injury attorney, Mason. I think it's like Brown and Crouppen or something. Or Brown and Brown, or... I think it's Brown and Brown, they call it. I'm not sure, but either way, it's weird. With the phone number. Man. Oh, guys, I just came up with the perfect April Fool's joke. Oh my God, guys. Remember how we've been like culminating a good April Fool's joke to come up with for Mike, right? To kind of punk Mike a little bit here, I guess. I just came up with one, man. Finally. We could do like a, like an injury attorney thing. Like I could say that like I hurt my wrist typing and I want compensation. That would be kind of funny. My wrist hurts from typing too much. I need compensation. I know, Xbox. He probably is. He probably is going to know it now. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty good. Yeah, my eyes hurt from these candlesticks. I need a loan. Yeah. Workers' comp. Yeah, that's funny. Man, look at SPY rejecting down right there. There we go. SPY starting to flush back. There we go. There we go. AMD starting to get back down too. Come on, AMD. Stick with it. Stick with it. Let's get a true flush under that support. That's the big thing with these plays. Sometimes if you're not quick and you don't exit on some of those couple first decently sized candles, it can be, those turnarounds can be quick. Nvidia has a little bit of green coming back. Tesla resistance, let's see, TSLA. Looking at 202.80 overhead. I really like this 202 to 202.25 level, but just given that the high of day is up at like 202.80, I would just say 203 at this point now. Especially going back to... Yeah, going back to yesterday as well. Pretty big spot at 203. After that, I think 205 is really the next major level. 205 is definitely the more major spot coming up, in my opinion. I'm sure that Bookmap would show that as well. Yep, 205, definitely the next biggest spot. But like I said, 203, 204, also decent spots. But 205, definitely the big boy coming up. 124,000 shares stacked up there. Pretty big. Man, Tesla's just looking so hot today. It's not bad. Got the T going. You guys know we gotta have the T. $203.60 on Boeing, about to continue. There we go. New highs of day again. Beautiful stuff, Boeing. How's Oxy and Zom? Starting to pull back a little bit today. CVX, yeah. Let's go look at crude oil itself. I'm curious today. Nice, we're sitting around 79.50, almost 80 a barrel again. Nice, starting to come back well. I like it. Good stuff, oil. There is resistance coming up around this 80 barrel mark, but... it better finally break here. It's been here for too long. Need to see a better movement. Get back to AMD there. Man, come on, SPY. Man, SPY's almost giving me vibes like it wants to try to run up through the resistance now. Very slow on this move back down. Keep your eyes on that resistance. If it starts to break to the upside, might have to flip the script a little bit. How's Netflix looking? It did pretty good to the downside, but just consolidating now at 591. Damn, inflation number going up. Probably so, Carlo. Probably so. Oh man, I hear the baby crying out there. Beautiful stuff though, Spy. Love it when the setup just, you know, whenever it rejects off certain levels and stuff that you got, always feels good. Alright, gotta bring up SM bot. Arm put, still on the bot, really? I see why. Boeing calls are coming into the bot too. 204.20 now. Man, Boeing is on fire at the moment. Wow. Great stuff with Boeing. That is really good. Hell yeah, Boeing. $204.50. Oh my gosh. This is where the momentum's been today. Sheesh. There goes Tesla too. 203.13, starting to break out. I feel that, Jason. This is Tesla's taste of Apple getting out of the car business. That would be awesome. If they had a nice run off of that, that would be sick. It's been a while since Tesla's actually went on a decent run, so holding this $200 mark and continuing higher would make for a great move. Oh, Mason, that was hilarious. I was pissed, yeah. And then she started crying. That was funny. That was funny. She's getting used to me playing that now, though. She sits there and laughs at me now. I'll be like, God damn it. And I'll look over and she'll be laughing at me. I'm like, you making fun of me? Man, QQQ just turned over. There goes Spy with another red candle. AMD starting to get a little more red coming in. A good rejection there. Man, Spy's starting to get low now. I'm kind of glad. I'd prefer this over the double top break. I'm just sick of the chop. I want like these supports to truly give out. You know, if we're gonna give out, just give out. You know, quit. I don't think I can say the word I was gonna say. But quit messing around. Quit messing around, stocks. Boeing rejecting around 205. Oh yeah, it really is actually. That must be a big resistance here. Let's look at Bookmap. I know we saw that earlier. Yep. 205 and even just a little higher than 205. Some stairs stack there too. Like 205.25. No, I like it, Nuclear. That's funny. Yeah, it's like a chop fest, though, besides Boeing. All right, Tessie, let's go. Lemonade on the bot with puts. They're down on earnings, of course. Down 27%. Be careful with puts on this one. It's pretty low on the day. MU puts coming out on the bot. Now that one seems more enticing. It's kind of like Nvidia and AMD. There's decent support here short term around 89. Trying to give out below there today. I'll chop shop your credit card. I love it, Sean. What do you know about chop? What do you know about the chop? Man, Spy's still just chopping, giving us the chopping block, it looks like. Nvidia might actually give out support, though. Wow, Nvidia, are you going to flush? It's been stuck here. Oh my gosh, look at that little flush going on. Looky look. Look at that one. Probably going to just slightly break and go back up. Watch it. And pull some bullshit. Oh my god, it literally is. How dare you?
How dare you?
It's been so choppy today on AMD. I was like, well, fuck. If that one gives out, it's probably gonna come back up too. Yeah, literally, exactly that. Exactly that. That's been the story of today. Chop. Chopping. It might break slightly lower and then chop right back. Not the best day for continuations right now. Thomas Mania DD God in the Discord. Who is he? DD. What? Are we just talking about due diligence or something? Yeah, he's been around the Discord for a while, man. He's awesome. He helps a lot of people out. Glad to have him in the community. Sometimes it might get a little bit spammy, but at the end of the day, you know, it's helping people out, so. Boeing, Jason said. Whoa. 205.50 now. What do you think of the OG Snow? Like it. The OG. I like that. I think Snow could actually have a good earnings report. It's going to need one. It's trying to continue to recover here. I think it could be a fun one. When the light hits the sky, Manny's there. Lurks in the shadows. That's funny. My 4th year anniversary is March 5th. Beautiful, Sean. That's pretty cool. Man, that's awesome. You've been here for a long time, Sean. That is great. I can't believe it's already been 4 years since the COVID days. That's pretty wild, Sean. March 4th. Yeah, you came in right during that time. I'll never forget being on the golf course one day and I looked in Discord and there was like 50 people, or like, 50 people all joined at like the same exact time in the premium. We were like, holy crap. It was popping off back then. People were spamming us in other Discords. They were coming in from all over the place. I've been in Discord longer than high school. That's funny. I actually have too, Sean. That's hilarious. I like that. Jason, the Discord's probably a better education. You're probably right, actually, being realistic, but... They definitely got to do something about the schools. They've got to do something. I mean... I don't think that kids should be graded on, whether or not they can remember 50 algebraic equations, I don't know. It just seems a little wrong to me. I was okay with algebra, not my favorite. Trig started to get me real hard. Wasn't very good at that. Really, I just didn't feel like putting the work in to learn that stuff. If I needed to learn it, I would. Totally. I'd put in the work, I'd figure it out, I'd remember the equations, etc. 100%. If I had to, for work or something, but... I've learned more from YouTube than I did in college. Exactly, Bobby. YouTube is like one of the most underrated things I've ever heard of. I would actually say that YouTube advances people's minds almost more than anything that I've seen over the past, since the internet came out. It's pretty crazy how much information and etc. is on there. You can find information on just about anything. A tutorial, how to do anything, how to fix anything. What something is. Goddamn, all I learned in college was how to look up bullcrap answers on Google. That's all I learned. Did not like it. I liked the business classes, like macro and microeconomics. I thought those were good classes. Actually, I thought those were decent. History was okay. You're learning about history. You can't really go wrong with that. Unless they're teaching you fake history, but... Or maybe not even fake history. I guess I call it selective history, right? They don't want you to know some things, but... 2001, oh my gosh. Yeah, except YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, except that. I'll say that. I agree. Man, SPY broke that double top that was going on. 506.20 gave out. QQQ starting to move back. AMD back above resistance pretty well here. The turnaround is happening, it looks like. Slight turnaround here. Apple's, in the meantime, still pushing low of day. Can't believe it. It's been so weak compared to the market over the past few weeks. Sean said, I disagree on one aspect. YouTube is absolutely awful to learn golf. Sean, I mean... I feel like that's pretty subjective, though. Like... I guess if you're on like a super, yeah, like Sean said, it is and it isn't. Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. Like, if you're looking at like pro player swings and, you're watching some swing videos and they're slowing it down and they're simply just saying like, hey guys, look, this is what the best players do. They get in this position at the top, they get in this position on the way down, at contact, etc., etc., etc. Going over stuff like that. Maybe, teaching stuff about grips. Like, if you do this, this'll happen. If you do that, this'll happen, etc. That stuff's good, but I totally see what you mean, Sean. I mean, I'm sure so many people screw themselves up trying to swing like on YouTube. I actually used to do that a lot, Sean. Like, I would watch YouTube a ton, and I would say, hey, I'm going to learn the swing. And then now, I hate watching YouTube or any swing advice really at all, because it always screws me up so bad because everybody's swing is different, you know? Some people will say, well, you need to change your grip to make it hook or something, or start to draw more. And then you'll change your grip, but then you're not really getting in the slot right, or coming down right, or etc. So then it doesn't work, and, you know, it goes on and on. I totally feel that. Man, SPY's holding this high of day and resistance pretty well here at 506. You can see this consolidation starting to happen right here. Holding it fairly well. It'd be nice now to see a nice break really happen and get a nice secondary leg, right? I just want to see a good move in either direction. Something we can follow some good momentum on, finally. Sheesh, today's been stuck in the mud for these stocks. Everything besides Tesla and Boeing. There's a select couple. Boeing's at 206 now. Man, that momentum's really coming in. You can't tell me there's not news here. I guess there isn't, but I'm going to look up on Twitter, see what's going on. Usually I get better news from Twitter than I do from any other news site nowadays. Boeing was hot. Really started to break out above a good trend line there. That was pretty good. We've been watching that trend for a while. They just couldn't get going. But today, they finally had the recovery off of 200. Finally. Boeing resistance after 205. Oh, yeah, there's major resistance coming up around 206.50. That's a big spot there on Boeing. 206.50. Multiple rejections there from a couple weeks ago. And I mean multiple, like, perfect hits. So 206.50 for sure. Yeah, Sean goes, I've seen so many golf videos that says, this is the only way. Yeah, I feel that, Sean. Definitely, I get that. Justin said, do you offer deals for recurring yearly memberships? Yeah, hit up Mason on Discord, Justin. He's got you. We definitely do, though, if it's your first time buying the subscription. Joe said, my uncle-in-law once told me to improve your swing, you have to practice swing with the opposite hand. What? Practice swing with the opposite hand. So I'd have to do like a lefty swing? That might not be bad. I mean, I don't know. I've never thought of that or tried it. It's kind of blowing my mind thinking about it right now, though. Yeah, I've never heard of that before, Joe, but I know that there's a lot of pros out there that can actually play fairly well left-handed. Like Bryson DeChambeau, I think, can actually hit lefty pretty good. Answer me this, guys. Would it be legal in golf? What if you carried, like, let's say you have 14 clubs, right? What if you carried 7 clubs that were right-handed and 6 clubs that were left? And then that way, depending on the, like, if you had to do, like, a big draw or something to, like, get around a corner, you could, like, do a big right-handed draw and then do a big left-handed draw if you had to go the other way. I've never thought of that, but actually, I'm starting to think about that and get excited. It'd be like a switch hitter in baseball, but in golf. Never thought of that, but Tom, does TradingView allow you to share a read-only copy of your charts? I don't believe so. I can definitely do some pictures, but I don't think that I'm allowed to, like, let you see all of them. That would actually be pretty cool, though. Like, if I made, like, a group on here, like, let's say I had made a TradingView group, and we just named it Stocked Up. Whoever joined the group could see the charts on there. That would actually be pretty sick. I've never thought of that. I might email TradingView and see if I can give them, like, an idea. Maybe they will add it. That would be cool. I'll be like, do you guys want to make your platform the best? Well, I got an idea for you. That would actually be kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I feel like that'd be pretty hard, though, for them to do. Not sure. Less bothering you for answers. Maybe. Man, look at SPY go. There we go. Held that resistance nice. Had good confirmation on that resistance, which acted as support. So I guess we should say held support nice. Either way, held 506. Nice. Sean said you can definitely carry both. That'd be so cool, man. Like if a pro player was like both-handed, swung like two-handednesses like that. I don't know how you'd say that. Lefty, righty. I don't know. Interesting. Speaking of golf, how's MODG? Topgolf Callaway brands. Nice, uptrending pretty nicely here. Boeing up to 206, not bad. Starting to reject back down a little bit. Got pretty close to that overhead resistance. Within like 25 cents. Oh, that would make sense, Sean, in case they got up against a tree. I could see that. You know what I do when I get up against a tree? Just kick it out a little bit, you know? I'm just joking. Usually I'll have to do some bullshit, hit it off the tree. Sometimes I'll just take a putter and just put it away so I can hit it. You know, just depends. Jason. Hell yeah, Justin. We got you, man. Hit up Mason, man. He'll take care of you. The pros can just right the right-handed club over and hit it lefty. That's what I do, Sean. That's actually what I do. I don't, like, normally hit it pretty good that way, but at least it gets away from the tree. I'll say that. That's a positive. But that's exactly what I do. I've practiced that a little bit just for fun. I need to go work on my driver, though. I have this really bad wrist pain problem that keeps occurring so bad on my left wrist. Man, every single time I play, my left wrist gets so bad that, like, right now, like, it has such bad tendonitis. I don't think I could even go play if I had to play right now. Maybe I could, but I don't know. It hurts so bad. Can't bend it, can't push on it. Hurts to type. Hell yeah, Xbox. I thought you would. I saw the hybrid bot and I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Boeing's gonna try again. Coming back to the high. SPY still holding well. It keeps testing support, but looks pretty good. Beautiful movement, though. Let's go back to AMD. How's it doing? Yeah, slowly but surely recovering back. Makes sense with how the SPY is moving. Makes total sense. 506.30 now. What? Sean shot 41 with a left-handed 7-iron from the front tees. Oh my god, man. Give you a shot a hole. 18 shots, man. I feel like a good game would be me and Mason scrambling against you, Sean. That would probably be a pretty funny round. Hey, no problem, Xbox. Have a great rest of the day, man. Have a good one. Don't forget about those earnings tonight. We got Snowflake, Salesforce, AI, Paramount, AMC, if I must mention it, Marathon, Mara. Gonna be a fun one with all the crypto going on. Got the crypto. AMC and Mara calls for the win today. Definitely. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you guys caught that joke. $5 on AMC. Man, I just... this stock is so wild. Watch it, like, explode, though. That would actually be kind of funny. Carvana taking a dump, Joe said. CVNA. Go look at the 5-minute chart. Definitely starting to dump down a little bit. A little lower high coming in. Definitely not the best thing to see right there. Definitely not. Let's go, though. 35 likes. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Go look at the SM bot real quick. Going back to that. See, Baba puts on the bot. Uh-oh. The China stocks gapping down. Man, China stocks all over the place the past couple weeks. CLSK, Clean Spark puts. DraftKings calls. Hey. It's doing okay. Not my favorite setup. Urban Outfitters. Oh, okay. I was like, what ticker is that? That's right. Lowe's puts on the radar. No, Lowe's calls on the bot. Sorry, it switched right when I did that. Looking pretty good. Disney calls still. Disney might be fun if it breaks the high of day. It's still sitting around 110. Got the chop fest going on everything else here. Boeing about to push higher. It's trying. Now it's right at resistance now. 206.50. What about Palantir, Donut said? Yeah, I've been on and off on him today a little bit. I've been really waiting for Palantir to start to break that high, like 24.90, 24.80-ish. Somewhere like right there. If they break that, I think we could see a fun move here. Short term, but... man, come on, Palantir. Get up through resistance today. In pre-market, it ran up a little bit. Until it breaks this range, though, I'm not buying it. We do like looking at this one, though. It's always a fun one. Hoping for them to push up, Donut said. Yeah, me too, actually. I was hoping they'd start to break out and get back to like 25.50. I thought that would be a good move today. Too bad the market's just chopping around. SPY's going slightly higher, but it's nothing crazy. QQQ moving just a bit. It's hitting resistance. Will it start to fall back off today? I see a little trend line going here. Let's clone it. Oh, what am I seeing here? Little channel here today. It'd be kind of cool if it hit resistance and tanked under the channel. I think that would make for the funner move today. On QQQ in general. There goes Boeing, 206.50 breaking. Wow, it got through resistance like it was nothing. Watch 207 coming up. That's the next spot. Next spot on Bookmap. Wow, what a run. That's pretty insane.
Then I look around and I realize God left this place a long time ago.
All right, guys. Hell yeah, Mason. The like and the sub, let's go.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh yeah, for Matthew. AMD coming back alive, starting to go green a little bit. Sad to see. Same thing with Nvidia. Decent opportunity for a quick scalp earlier, but would have had to been real quick. Which, realistically, very difficult on that setup. Does Boeing have enough steam to push through 207? Man, looks like it's starting to reject a little bit there. I feel like it's getting pretty damn high on the day. I don't think it could go too much more. Jason says Shiba. What the? I don't know nothing about Shiba or Shib. I'm not a big crypto guy. I just look at Bitcoin or Ethereum or something. I think my favorite crypto is like the cum rocket coin or whatever the hell that one is. If you guys know what that is, let me know in the chat. That's my favorite one. Yeah, Shiba, I don't know too much about it, Owen. It's the name of an actual crypto. I'm not trying to be too funny about it. Yeah. There really is one called that. I'm not kidding. Let's see. It literally is that. I found it, guys. Oh my god, it's real. Oh man, it is real. It's the utility token for the platform. Oh boy. Yeah, let's look at SHIB USD. Interesting on the daily. Let's see, BTC USD. Bitcoin was never 0.00001. Yeah, yeah. I feel like people said the same thing about BTC, Owen said. Yeah, either way, it's not for me. You know, I'm not a big crypto guy. So either way, I don't put my money into this type of stuff. Even though it could work out and it could be very lucrative, I do not do it. I see a lot of people believe in these and then lose all their money. So if you are getting into something like SHIB or Shiba, be very careful. You know, I hope that you truly understand it. But at the end of the day, I stick to companies. I stick to what I know. And I just look for those good moves in the stock and options market. I'm not well versed enough in the cryptos to give you a good answer, so. It's okay, though. Just because I'm not into it doesn't make it bad. I just, like I said, I don't have enough info. Randy said I need a good run-up on Google. Oh, Randy. I kind of like Google down, but I could see what you're saying there. It's on support right now, kind of double bottoming. It would be nice if it came back up. I'll root for it so it helps you. Man, the QQQ got back up through its channel. Look at that. Started breaking out pretty well above 435.70. Not bad, not bad. SPY itself moving. It's probably easier to make $1 million legitimately than hoping that goes to 1. Yeah, I'm not sure, Mason. It probably is easier because over the long term, if you keep adding into like an IRA or 401k or something, I guess over time, you know, the market, if like let's say you're adding in and the market doubles, yeah, you could do pretty well. It's definitely easier doing what you said, but I feel that temptation though, you know, it's always tempting to try to find that next big runner, right? Whether it's Bitcoin or Shiba or XRP or hell, even crazy stocks out there like CLSK, you know? the SMCI today? Speaking of the big runners, how are they doing? Wow, they've been consolidating for a little bit. Maybe they'll start to actually come back up out of the dead. Could be nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get back into this. SPY exploding now above that double top. 506.82. Not exploding, but I mean, that's some pretty good intraday movement. Not too bad. Starting to come back. Remember what I said earlier, guys. I really would not think the SPY could break 507 today. I'm starting to second guess myself. With the way it's coming back up, I mean, who knows? It's only 10:05 Central. I would have thought that it could have thought it would take a little bit longer considering the chop that was going on there. But man, these stocks started roaring back. Amazon, I know Tesla's been a hot player today. 204.50, look at that. Exploding on Tesla. Breaking out above 202.22. Boeing fell back. Yeah, it did. 207 ended up being a big spot for Boeing. We saw it on the book map. We saw it. Sean said Ford's busting a move. Whoa, it really is. I like Ford. Look at this recent dip, guys. Oh my gosh, this setup is awesome. Look at how this thing dipped down over the past few weeks. Starting to uptrend again as a solid green candle today. I'll tell you what. I'm going to have to go ahead and look at Ford. Or some calls. I actually really like it. There's a bit of a swing here. Nice stair-step formation starting. That's perfect. See a run back to like 1275 to 13 plus. Let's see. Go out to April 19th, 2024. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This ain't bad. Ooh. The problem is these strikes are all $1 off. They don't have any 50-cent strikes. That kind of sucks. $12.82. Yeah, I think we could get $12.82. Enter into a few of these. Oh, of course it crashed. Of course. Little high on the day today, so keep that in mind if you are looking to enter, but it's more of a swing. Definitely more of a swing than anything. Picked up a few of those. 1282 strikes for April 19th on Ford. I really like this daily setup here. It could end up, going against us. That's always a possibility, so don't go too keep your risk management light. Keep your position sizing correct. But overall, not bad. I like the setup for a reversal. Ford's been running up a lot lately, but it goes on these spells where it runs up, consolidates a little bit, and starts running up again. I feel like today is the good start of another stair-step pattern back to the upside with Ford. Really like that daily setup. As far as support goes, I'm really watching like 1195. 1195. Of course, though, let's say it gets down to there. That's going to be a brutal drop, so keep that in mind. But it's more of a swing into tomorrow. It'll probably pull back a little bit intraday today. So, you know, you don't got to enter right away, of course, as I did. Sean's in the F big money play. Nice one, Sean. For May 17th. Entered on February 22nd. Yeah, pretty low. Nice one, Sean. I like it. It has a lot of time to it. It's the 1282. Very nice. Very, very nice. Coming back well today. Jason said SMCI covered call is so tempting. I need to make some money. Are you holding shares of this? If you are, I mean, covered calls will probably be pretty awesome up here. Especially if you have enough. Yeah, let's get the F up there. That's funny as hell. Oh, Sean, that's awesome. Jason got wrecked by coin covered calls. Oh, yeah. I would never do covered calls on these crazy stocks unless you have shares of it or unless you are really, really prepared to continue to hold it and let the stock go down, right? Covered calls have messed a lot of people up. Let's go back to the Tesla explosion. Let's scroll back. Whenever Tesla was going on its major run in like 2020, 2021, and it was like really exploding, some good velocity. Like in these areas, people were like selling tons of covered calls on Tesla and they were getting screwed big time on these. Big time. Now, if they kept holding, they might have won eventually, but they would have tied up a lot of capital for a long time. So it's always interesting when I look at that. I think SMCI is pretty good, though. I would think that's pretty solid. As long as you gave it time. Or kept rolling out. Palantir trading back lower. Oh no. Hey, DraftKings up to 42.36. Nice. I know they were on the SM bot a few minutes ago. Wasn't looking bad. Wow, that's nuts. DraftKings. Speaking of coin, how are they looking today? Nothing. What about Mara ahead of earnings tonight? Snowflake and Salesforce. Let's eye those babies up too. Snow. Red on the day. CRM. Also Oh, barely green, barely green. Oh, it was right when the Bitcoin ETFs opened up on Coinbase. I see. Yeah, you've really got to do it whenever these stocks are at like all-time highs, in my opinion, too. You know, that's a big thing about it too, Jason. Like, you go to like a chart of like SMCI, and like, you know, whenever you see something like this, I think that this is okay for covered calls. But being real with you on that play with coin, that, you know, coin's getting back into resistance, it could easily keep going. To me, that's more of a scarier play with coin if I was entering one. Like I said, though, I'm pretty selective. Wow, coin. Little trend or something going on here today. Let's do it on the lower side. Let's just clone this, I guess. It's not bad. Little channel there. All right, guys. Well, we're probably going to call the stream there. Appreciate everybody joining up today. I'll say this, today, I don't think we had near as many good movers as we did yesterday. I thought yesterday provided a little bit more opportunity. I think we had that opportunity today, but the market just came right back up on us. Looks like the dip buying was the way to go once again. Nvidia coming back really strong. Starting to look fire. But I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And, man, keep those profits today. If you are green, do not give anything back. Today's been a choppy day. I expect that to continue. Keep it green out there. Let's go. A fantastic rest of your day. See you later. Thank you to everybody out there, even the lurkers.